Good morning from a chateau near Pau, down in the Pyrénées Atlantiques, and we arrived, today is Monday, we arrived on Saturday afternoon, so it's really early days, and today's mostly going to be a cleaning day, but I'm also going to give you a little chateau tour. It feels so good to be here. The last week in the UK was really stressful, mostly down to the pet passport situation, which was completely my fault. But anyway, it's so lovely to be here. I really didn't think I was going to make it at one point. I thought I'd be in the UK for another week with Ella. But anyway, here we are. Follow the dog. She's going to be your tour guide today. You have to bear in mind that we arrived Saturday and then we had yesterday off, apart from doing a big food shop, and today's Monday. We're going to do a big tidy up and clean, so you have to bear in mind that we have arrived and just sort of dumped our stuff. So this is the hallway with the staircase. It's not the main entrance, but it's the entrance we use the most. I love the old staircase. It really is beautiful. We bought the antique table from the previous owners. They gave us a list of their antiques and we bought a couple of items. The mirror is our own, and I was going to put it above the radiator here. I don't think I am now. I think it just takes such a long time to sort of settle in and think about where you want to put everything. There's Ella standing guard. So from this entrance hallway, you walk into the dining room. The curtains and the rug were all left for us by the previous owner. They also left this beautiful chandelier, which I think was there when they bought it, so they probably felt that it was part of the chateau. We had this lovely fireplace, and the antique mirror we also bought from the previous owners. We also left these pictures. I'm not sure I'm going to keep them or not, but they're here anyway for now. From here you get to see down the driveway with our oaks and the roses. On the other side we have a big cupboard and some glass shelves. We did bring some glasses with us and a few little plates and things last year. So we actually have some of our own things here already, but our main shipment is actually coming tomorrow. I'm not going to get into too much detail now, but I think these shelves will come out and I'll put something a little more traditional in there. And this inbuilt shelf system will be so useful for keeping all my porcelain in, because this is going to be the dining room. From the dining room, we go into the main entrance hall, which is still shut up. I'm going to open that now. I love the floor in here. And again, they've left the curtains for us, so that's lovely. I will definitely be keeping those. I love these old mechanisms. And then here we go. Out into where the roses are. Oh my god, they are stiff, these shutters. There we go. So this will be the main entrance. So that looks a lot better now with the light coming through. You can see just all the way down the driveway. And then we come into the salon. You have to bear with me because I'm not really used to filming, so it's probably going to be a bit wobbly, but I am going to buy a handheld device, so that should improve my camera skills. So this is the main salon where we're going to have our sofas, and we're going to get a pool table for myself and my son. We like to play pool together, and a card table, and I just hope it's a lovely place for us all to hang out as a family. You may have noticed that we do have some damp here in the chateau. Oh, Ella, stay! Good girl, good girl. So we need to have that sorted. We are on top of a ridge here, but we are on clay and there's no foundation, so that is why we have a bit of damp. So I don't know too much about damp, but I've got a feeling I'm going to become a bit of an expert on it. But I'm going to get lots of opinions before we actually tackle anything. It's not structural, it's just doesn't look that great, I suppose. But when the place is empty, it probably looks a little bit worse. So from the salon, we go into what we're calling, for now, a boot room. And the ping pong table, also left by previous owners, so, and these pictures, and this basket in the corner. Then on the floor is this sink thing, which, I mean, it's a little bit ugly, but it is also very useful for washing muddy paws and muddy boots. I think I'm going to keep that, but I think I would like to have a different floor in here. Probably get that tank in the corner boxed in. So this is, well, that's my husband. He is just back from the boulangerie. And this is this lovely old fireplace, which I absolutely love. And the pink colour is just beautiful. So we actually got some new sofas before we left the UK, and I bought pink ones, well, like a dark pink. It sounds hideous. It was not hideous, but that will sort of bring out the colour of this stone. I think I've mentioned before that I am actually a geologist, so I love having this natural stone fireplace. It's really beautiful. Right, so let's finish off downstairs. We'll go through to the study and the kitchen. Back. So this is the other entrance hall. Then we have this small little area, and I'll show you the study first. Again, it's going to be a bit messy, and there are a lot of bugs everywhere because nobody's lived here for a year. So in here we have these inbuilt armoires, which I absolutely love. They're going to be so good for storage. And again, we've got radiator cabinets, so that looks lovely. We've got some shelving already. I am going to change the colours in here. And this is also going to be somewhere where my dad can come and stay because he's not too good on the stairs. That is a very comfortable sofa bed we bought many years ago in Texas, and it's really, really comfortable. So once we have this room set up, I think he'll be really happy in here when he comes to visit. So from the study, there's this small room with the hot water tank. I am not a plumber, I'm not very good with these things, but I would like to turn this into something. I'm not sure what. The estate agent said, you could maybe make it into an ensuite, but I think there's already a downstairs shower room, so I have a lot of kitchen paraphernalia. I'm thinking of maybe making this into a back kitchen. Again, lots of bugs everywhere. That's living in rural France for you. Yeah, so I absolutely love this room. I think it's my favourite room in the entire chateau. It's really enormous, which is lovely because we have 4 children and hopefully we'll have lots of people coming to stay. And I love cooking, baking. I think I'll have many happy hours in here. So we have a lovely wood stove in here. And lots of cupboards. I need to open these doors as well, but Ella has decided that this is the place that she wants to sit. I tried to put her somewhere else, but then dogs being dogs, she kept coming back over to this side, so we've had to move everything over here for her. But I'm hoping as she settles, I can move her somewhere a little bit more convenient so we can actually use this door. So again, excuse the mess. Incidentally, the Tour de France is in Pau this week, so that's really exciting. And once this shipment's been, we're hoping to go down and soak up a little bit of the atmosphere. This is the kitchen. This table and chairs, they're not staying here. They're just, the table's an old one of mine and the chairs were left by the previous owner. So, yeah, excuse the mess. I did say in a previous vlog that I'm going to paint over the green. I'm going for a blue woodwork, well, the outside, not the inside. That can stay brown, but the walls as well, I'm going to lighten those up a bit. There we go. I love the cupboard in the corner. And this hanging rack here. Yeah. It's just a lovely kitchen. It feels homely already. So from here we go through to the orangerie, which sounds quite posh, so I might have to call it the plant room instead, but this gets very warm at the moment during the day. You coming out, Ella? But I think full of plants, a nice table, some books. I think this is going to be a really lovely space. You can see over a little bit more of the garden here. That's the archway through to the barn. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the vlog so far. It's probably going to be quite a long one for me. There's one more room to show you downstairs, and then I'll do a couple of rooms upstairs, but I have sleeping children, so I definitely won't be barging into their rooms this morning. Right, into the last room downstairs, and this is a downstairs shower room and our laundry as well. Ooh, it's bright. Right, it's not the easiest place to film, but I think we're going to keep the sink and the shower, but change the colours, redecorate in here. I actually quite like that big old sink, even though it's quite old-fashioned. And the previous owners actually left the washing machine for us, so that's been great. Some cupboards, some storage. That's a really deep cupboard, actually. I haven't actually looked in here for a while anyway. So that's great. A bit more storage up there, which is good because we have a lot of things coming from the UK tomorrow. And actually, the shower is really good here. The water pressure is very good in this region. Quick look outside. I've asked Edwin to empty the old stone trough because it was full of mosquito larvae. I didn't actually want to put any chemicals in there because I think the birds use it for drinking water. So that's his job for this morning. I'm sure he's delighted about it. And then I'm going to fill it with some fresh water. So peaceful here. Love it. Feel so lucky. Feel like I should pinch myself, really. It's like a dream. Going upstairs now. I'll have to speak quite quietly so I don't wake people up. Ella won't be coming up because she doesn't like the stairs at all. She did manage them last summer, but this year she has a cataract in one eye and definitely one coming in the other eye. So we're having to carry her up and down, but she doesn't even like that. So it'll just be me on this tour, I'm afraid. No Ella. Right, so here we are, upper window, Bug City. But you you do get a nice view of the driveway from up here. I can show you this room because this is one of the main bathrooms. There's an armoire in here that was left by the previous owners. So this is going to be the bathroom for a couple of my daughters. They're going to share it, and they are already redesigning their dream bathroom, so that should be fun. But they are going to obviously leave the fireplace because that is really lovely, and I think it needs a lovely mirror over it just to show it off. So obviously I need to respect my children's privacy a little bit, but I can show you this bedroom because this daughter, she's not here at the moment. And she has a lovely wooden fireplace too. It's actually really deep. This is above the salon downstairs. These lovely tiles. Some inbuilt cupboards, which is lovely for storage, but I think they need painting. She actually has a sink and a mirror in hers. And she says she wants to keep that. And she also loves these little foxy handles. They're very sweet. There's a hanging rack in this one. And actually, I've forgotten what's even in this one. Some more space for hanging. Which is good because this daughter, she likes shopping. So she's got lots of space for her clothes. She's got a lovely view as well out the back. Sorry about that noise. That's my poor husband having to scrape out the old stone trough. I'll have to make him a nice cup of tea afterwards. But we bought these beds for the children as a temporary measure, and they've been quite comfortable for them apparently, and then they can be used for sleepovers and also rolled up into a chair to sit in for reading or whatever. So we bought 4 of them for all the children because obviously everything has been in the UK for a year and they haven't had any furniture. Okay. These leaves that have been blown in, but even my children said, oh, can we have a spring clean of the chateau please today? So, you know it's bad if your children are saying that they want their place cleaned up. So this is the master bedroom, which at the moment has got camping beds in because we obviously, you know, we've been living in the UK, finishing off work and schools. So we had to have a temporary measure every time we came to stay in the chateau. But we do get a lovely view here. Actually, the camping beds have been surprisingly comfortable. We quite enjoy camping, so it's been fine really for the times that we've been to visit. So the plan is to change the colour. I would like to put in some wooden panelling, a chandelier. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's lovely waking up here every morning. Just love it. And from here, it goes through this little walkway with these cupboards, inbuilt cupboards. This is a really lovely view as well, so I would like to get, I think, a chaise longue or something to sit on here so I can have somewhere nice and quiet to read and then look at this lovely view. I think that would just be absolutely perfect. And then this is our bathroom. Sorry, I didn't actually mean to leave that mirror open, but there we go. And I love it. pink bath we're going to put in the girls' bathroom, and then we're going to have a shower put in. I would quite like to have a bath in front of the window, but everyone is not keen on baths, so anyway, it's a lovely bright room with a beautiful view out the back. Lots of inbuilt cupboards as well, so my clothes are in here and his clothes are on the other side. And I love these pink curtains and the candy stripe curtain frame, because I much prefer that to the blue, so I think I'm going to go back to pink in this bathroom. You can just see the original wallpaper up there behind the cupboards. So yeah. Anyway, it's all part of the fun, isn't it? Redecorating, designing a bathroom. Yeah, we have a lovely view of the hills. So yeah, it's great. Not sure what pattern this is, but it's really lovely. Very sweet with these little tassels. And they're very thick. What's the word? I'm not sure. They're thermal curtains to keep the drafts out in the winter, but yeah, there's me again. And, yeah. There we go. Well, I can show you another couple of rooms now. The games room and another upstairs bathroom, and then that'll be it, because I think it'll be quite a long video for me. But I just wanted to give you a flavour of the chateau, and it's also very good for me because I'll be able to look back and see what the chateau looked like before it was full of our furniture and things, and that would be really lovely too. So this is the games room, and I'm whispering because I don't want anyone to be woken up, be grumpy with me. But it's a huge space, and there is an air conditioning unit in here, but actually last summer we were here and it was a heat wave and we didn't even need to use it. It's quite a cool property, doesn't get too hot. So this furniture was left here. The previous owners asked us if we wanted to keep it, and we said yes initially, but I think it'll probably end up going to MIUs as we move our own things in. And they also left this sofa and this rug, which is really, really fabulous. And so we're going to buy a big screen television. I love seeing all of the original beams. This beautiful roof here. Lovely view here of the barn, which I would love to do something with the barn, depending on budget. And my husband's not very keen, but I've always wanted to run a sheep business. Yeah, it's lovely, lovely space. There's the front again. There we go. There's my daughter's bird book I bought for her in Guildford. It's good to know she's been sitting and reading in here. So, one last room, children's bathroom. As you can see, an empty property in France and the bugs move in. So today's job is going to be cleaning all of this, and the children are going to help me. I mean, I call them children, they're actually aged between 16 and 21, but they are going to help because they very much feel that this is their home now, which is great. This bathroom was done fairly recently, so we won't be changing this. Okay, and then back downstairs. Here we are, back downstairs. Here's Ella. She absolutely loves a coat or a bag to sit on. So you don't mind an untidy house, do you? Because you've got plenty of places to sit. You're so lovely. My lovely little dog. 12 now. Are you looking forward to your new life in France? Yes. Yes, I am. So that's it for my little tour of our chateau down near the Pyrenees. I hope you enjoyed it, and tomorrow's going to be a big day with the shipment arriving. I'll try and show you some of that, but I don't want to get in anybody's way. It's supposed to be 37 degrees tomorrow, so I think it's going to be a tough day for the movers, and I'm going to have to make sure they take breaks and get lots of cold drinks in for them. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now. I can't let you go without showing you some of these beautiful roses we have at the front. They're so lovely, and I need to go around and deadhead them, but not today. Today is a cleaning day. And I also have to say a very big thank you to my gardener Daniel, who's basically looked after the garden for the last year and checked on the property for me. He's done an amazing job. I'm very lucky. Yeah, this is my lovely chateau. Small but perfect for us.